Ding, ding, ding.
Damn!
Come on, you saw my face.
Don't ever say on me again. You got that clear?
No.
Damn!
Damn, he's saying you not important to him.
You.
Oh! You want to try me? Ooh! I do not stop talking, nigga.
You shut up.
Oh!
Devin, hold my point.
Oh! I know!
Talking nigga. I'm gonna tell you are.
Julian.
I don't give a too.
Hey, what I tell you about change those seats? Stay in your seats, please.
Damn, he's so zesty.
It's just difficult to watch. This is parents, one of their worst nightmares here, and you can see that boy was scared, seeing their child suffer, and they can't be there. Horrifying video of a 12-year-old boy. That's Christian. He's being attacked on a school bus by a female classmate. The boy was left with red marks and bruises after being choked. And his mother is not happy, as you can see, about how the school is handling the situation. There are the marks that you see on his neck, and clearly hurt. His mother, Taylor Brock, is joining us now. That was hard for us to watch, even just as a viewer. Taylor, I can only imagine as a mother how that is. How is Christian doing today?
Obviously, this is difficult for him. We're a military family, and so we move every few years. He just started a new school yesterday because I had to pull him out of Walt Whitman because they refused to expel her. They continued to put her in the same environment as my son. Even though I gave them a protection order, they were still crossing paths in the hallway and intimidating him at lunchtime, moving closer to him. And if they weren't going to protect him, I had to take him out. So he had to leave his friends and stuff behind. And again, we haven't even been here a year yet.
We're looking at these photos, and again, clearly Christian was hurt, and you can see obviously scared in that moment. You have physical evidence that your child was assaulted on a school bus. You bring this to the school, and you're saying that the student that did the assaulting, which is clearly seen in the video, was there any discipline?
They only suspended her. They thought strangling my son and suspending her was the equivalent, and it makes no sense to me. I gave them the protection order. They said they were going to put, things into place so they wouldn't cross paths, but yet my son said she showed up that following Friday, again, crossing paths in the hallway and seeing her at lunch. I thought they had told the teachers, that's what they had told me, but I come to find out a few days ago, his teacher emailed Christian and said, hey, I had no idea that boy in the video was you. It took investigating on my part to figure that out. And I'm so sorry that I wasn't notified of what went down. No one seems to be talking about you either. And that was astounding to me that they didn't even tell his teachers what happened. This is how much they were trying to put this under the rug, that my son's own teachers didn't even know what had happened to him or about this protection order that was put in place.
Has Christian gone through bullying before? Is this the first incident that you've seen or heard, or has this happened?
He's been bullied before. I didn't realize how bad it was. Even him coming home, by the way, this video is actually the second time that she strangled him. If you see the school bus camera monitor, she actually went back there twice and strangled him. And they have that video. So they have plenty of evidence that she's done this. She's stolen a toy from him back in November. So this isn't our first instance with her. But my son came home crying. He's like, hey, Mom, this girl, which I knew of this girl. He's like, yeah, she grabbed my face and my neck. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, did anyone have video so I could see what happened? And this video got sent to me. And I'm like, this is so much worse than even how you're describing it. And it makes me think about how many times have children come to their parents or to administration to, tell their concerns or what has happened, and no one's taking them seriously. Yeah. It's like, until you see the fear on someone's face or, the markings and stuff like that, I feel like they don't take it seriously. And I gave them everything. I gave them all this evidence and they still did nothing. Yeah. So what about every single child that has ever come to you begging for help, If you couldn't help me with all the evidence that I had in such a heinous crime as this, how are you helping any child who is coming to you being bullied or harassed or violated in any way?
Sure, you expect to be able to send your child out to school, especially a 12-year-old boy or girl, to school and to be protected and to feel safe. And this has happened multiple occasions. Doesn't sound like, at least from what we're hearing here, that this was handled properly at all. And now you're speaking out about it. There are other students out there, I'm sure, that may be going through the same, and parents as well. We appreciate that. I know it takes a lot to speak out about that. Taylor Brock joining us live. We hope Christian is okay, and that this new school will be taking much better care of him. Thank you, Taylor.
Thank you.